Jasmine. I am taking Bachelor of Optometry and I like my course because I can actually learn about the eyes. So today, what we're doing is we're going to go on tour with me. I'll bring you to the current facilities in health and life sciences. Let's go! Before we start our day, let's go grab some Starbucks coffee so that we'll get energized. Let's go! At level 2, where we have our own food court called MSU Hub, you can eat different cuisines such as Western, Malay, Chinese, Indian, and many more. There's also a U-Shop for you to buy snacks. If you do not have any stationaries, you can buy it at Books and Gifts. And also we have Cinnamon Cafe for you to eat. We also have a lot of cafes such as Starbucks, where I am right now. We have Costa Coffee, we have Gloria Jeans, Subway, we also have Chicken Guy, and many more. Last but not least, we also have Affin Bank and also MSU's Eye Center. Welcome to our library and resource center. Our library is so special because we have 3 floors. So this floor, which is the first floor, is where students can learn and talk and have discussion. Second floor is where you actually learn silently because it's called the silent zone. And third, which is the most fun because there's karaoke and we also have an entertainment room where you can watch movies and more. Welcome to our smart classroom. As you can see, the table arrangements are a bit different from normal classroom. Here, we actually initiate students to do discussion and also inculcate students to actually enhance their 21st century learning ecosystem. On my left, it's called Cinnamon Cafe, and beside it, it's called E&E, which stands for Engagement and Enrollment, where students come when they're new here and get some insights about MSU. So right now, we're going to go to level 9. Let's go and see. Right now, we are in level 9, which is the Anatomy Museum, where students actually learn.
Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera. Okay, salam sejahtera untuk penonton kita yang sudi bersiaran, sudi menyertai kami di live YouTube pada malam ini seperti yang diwar-warkan dalam poster, dalam hebahan di sekolah semua kan. Okay, kita akan bersama-sama selama 1.5 jam untuk malam ni. InsyaAllah 1.5 jam akan bersama-sama dengan guru bahasa Inggeris kita yang diimport khas dari Sekolah Sukan Malaysia Terengganu. Okay. Sekejap lagi saya akan tampilkan guru fasilitator kita. Okay. Suka untuk saya war-warkan juga pada malam ini ya. Program SMART Bahasa Inggeris kita kali ini adalah program SMART SPM 2020 ni merupakan kali ke-6. Okay, kali ke-6 yang dianjurkan oleh Management and Science University Terengganu. Di mana kita berkolaborasi dengan pihak PPD Kuala Nerus. Tapi untuk untuk subjek bahasa Inggeris ini adalah kali pertama lah. Jadi yang pernah live bersama saya sebelum ini, yang pernah join SMART untuk subjek-subjek seperti matematik, biologi, fizik, mungkin dah biasalah dengan wajah saya kan. Tapi ada juga, saya yakin pada malam ini ada pelajar-pelajar yang baru first time bersama-sama dengan kita, bersama-sama dengan program SMART ni. Jadi saya perkenalkan diri sekali lagi, saya Puan Wan Hanizah binti Safian, merupakan pensyarah sains kesihatan dan juga merangkap akademik kaunselor di Management and Science University College ataupun cawangan Terengganu. Okey, baik. Untuk makluman, pelajar-pelajar yang bersama kita pada malam ini, kita tengok siapa yang dah masuk ni, boleh perkenalkan diri ya. Nanti teacher you all boleh view lah, view komen-komen ataupun soalan yang diajukan melalui ruang chat ni. Kita ada KitKat, hai. KitKat malam ni Farish Syauki, hai. Siti Nadia, Muhammad Ali, Emilia, siapa lagi? Amin Firdaus. Terima kasih banyak-banyak kerana menyertai program SMART SPM Bahasa Inggeris 2020. Semoga malam ini perkongsian pada malam ini membawa manfaat lah kepada semua adik-adik calon SPM yang bakal menduduki peperiksaan tak lama lagi, beberapa hari lagi kan. Siapa ni? Muhammad Naim. Assalamualaikum. Waalaikumsalam. Ros Rahman ada, Nisa Azal. Mungkin ada juga di kalangan viewers kita pada malam ini adalah guru-guru bahasa Inggeris. Guru-guru bahasa Inggeris. Terima kasih juga join Putra Danish, Nisa Azlan. Betul tak ni? Amirul Aiman ni dari Tokyo. Betul dari Tokyo. Lalisa Manoban. Dari mana ni Lalisa? Nisha, siapa lagi? Ramai ni. Kita ada 100, lebih kurang lah 150 lebih kan. 150 lebih. Mungkin akan meningkat lah dalam masa beberapa minit lagi bersiaran dengan cikgu kita, teacher kita. Hai, ni Azira, ni Brian. Saya dari Sarawak. Jauhnya. Dari Sarawak. Hai, apa khabar? Semoga sihatlah semua ya. Baik. Sedikit info lah berkaitan dengan MSU, Management and Science University. MSU ni merupakan satu institusi pengajian tinggi seperti mana yang adik-adik lihat, tonton dalam video tadi ya. Merupakan satu institusi pengajian tinggi yang dah lama sebenarnya bertapak di Malaysia ni. Bahkan kita MSU ni mempunyai kampus luar negara, terutama bagi adik-adik yang berminat dan dengan kursus perubatan. Okey, ada tak yang nak jadi doktor, nak belajar dekat overseas, ya, MSU ada menyediakan peluang itu untuk anda. Okey, kita ada 2 kampus untuk pelajar-pelajar perubatan ni. Okey, satu di Bangalore, India. Okey, kita ada International Medical School di Bangalore dan juga kita ada kampus di Shah Alam sendiri. Okey, di Seksyen 13. Okey, selain daripada kursus perubatan, apa lagi yang ada dekat MSU? Okey, tadi you boleh tengok dari segi fasiliti. Mungkin tak tahulah apa tawaran bidang yang ada di MSU. Okey, so selain daripada bidang perubatan, kita ada banyak lagi, lebih kurang 160 program ya untuk adik-adik pilih. Untuk adik-adik pilih. Okey, kita ada Bachelor in Forensic Science, kita ada Bachelor in Nutrition, kita ada Pharmacy, kita ada Optometry, kita ada Engineering, okay, Mechanical Engineering, Electronic, Aircraft Maintenance, kita ada apa lagi? Law and Commerce, banyak kita ada yang hot juga adalah Culinary Art. Okay, culinary art. Adik-adik yang minat music pun kita ada tawarkan. Okay, contoh kalau yang artis biasa yang selalu kita up dalam YouTube ni, kalau adik-adik perasan, kalau you all masuk dalam YouTube MSU Malaysia, you akan nampak siapa tu? Wani Khairi ada. Okey, ramailah. Okey, dah 190. Okey, baik. Okey, kalau ada soalan berkaitan dengan bidang-bidang di MSU ni, Mira tanya, accounting ada tak? Ada. Okey, kita ada sampai master accounting ni. Ada diploma, ada bachelor, ada master. Okey. Siapa lagi? Music. Music pun ada, ya. Kita ada music performance, kita ada music teknologi. Hai Syarul. Banyak kan? So boleh, kalau nak tahu lagi lanjut, boleh hubungi kami. Adik-adik boleh nampak tu di di skrin paparan nombor telefon 6312788, ataupun kalau nak mudah, you all ada dalam grup WhatsApp, boleh PM saya 0179412404. Okey, boleh WhatsApp saya untuk tanya berkenaan dengan program-program. Tapi malam ini saya tak nak bercakap panjang tentang kursus-kursus ni. Okey, kita ada tetamu yang sedang menanti. Saya tampilkan Puan Wan Hanizah. Silakan. Assalamualaikum Puan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Alright. Okey. Baik, ini adalah guru sesi kita pada malam ini yang akan berkongsi tips dan juga teknik bagaimana nak menjawab soalan kertas bahasa Inggeris. Semoga adik-adik calon SPM dapat memanfaatkan masa yang ada, okey, yang dah tak lama ni kan, untuk anda cemerlang dalam subjek bahasa Inggeris. Okey, so saya serahkan malam ini kepada Puan Wan Hanizah. Silakan.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh everybody. Okay. Okay, I am teacher Wan from Sekolah Sukan Malaysia Terengganu. Okay, I am going to explain to all the students here about English language paper 1, 1119 paper 1. Okay, this SMART SPM 2020 is organized by Malaysia Management and Science University Terengganu and also PPD Kuala Nerus. Thank you very much to MSU for organizing this program. Okay, as all of you know, can you hear me? All of you? All right. Okay, this paper or paper 1 is a writing paper, meaning you have to write essays, all right? Okay, it is divided into 2 sections. There is section A, directed writing. I think all of you know this already. Okay, you are given 1 question, which is a formatted essay, where you might be asked, okay, to write a formal letter or informal letter or article or report or speech, and marks given is 35, where format 3 marks, content 12, and language 20. So total 35 marks. Okay, in section B, you are going to write 1 essay. Okay, what we call continuous writing. We have 5 questions, and you have to choose 1. And marks for this continuous writing is 50 marks. So I am going to be talking to you about continuous writing, okay? Okay. I think all of you know that there are 5 types of continuous writing. Your teachers have taught you this, okay? We have narrative writing, where you have to write a story, okay? Where here you need the ability to imagine a situation, because you are going to get questions, right? Where you need to imagine the situation and you need to express your ideas. Of course, the idea must be in chronological order, and you have to use descriptive language, okay? And the most important thing is that you have to be able to arouse the interest of the reader to read your essay. Okay, next we have descriptive essay, okay, where you need to describe something, okay, based on the question given. And then sometimes you need to describe what you observe, what you have experienced, okay, and you need to make the readers see vividly what you are describing, okay. And then we also have argumentative or sometimes discursive essay. Okay, what is argumentative? Okay, argumentative is this is best if you know how to debate and so on. You must have valid argument. Okay, you must support your argument with facts and evidence. So, and also sometimes you have to refute the opposing argument points. Okay, so you need to read a lot here. And then we also have factual or expository, where you need to give and explain the information, okay? And also reflective. You have to describe your experience. Okay, tonight I am going to go into narrative and also descriptive essay, okay? As I have told you before, narrative is where you are able to imagine the situation given. Okay. In SPM, you need to be able to understand the task given. Okay. Before everything, you need to read the question first and understand the task. and then only you can express your ideas. It must be in order, and as I've told you before, that you have to use descriptive language so that the reader can see what you want to tell them. Okay, and the most important thing is who read your essay. Okay, of course, in SPM, the examiner will read your essay, so you have to arouse the reader's interest to keep on reading what you are writing, okay, or what you have written. All right. A descriptive is where you describe what you have observed, what you have experienced, and you must also make sure that the reader can see vividly what you want to convey, okay? Because there are marking band that they are going to follow. Okay, I think all of you know this, right? Continuous writing, the marking range. Where are you now? Okay. We have A band, we have B band, we have C, D, E, and then U1, U2, and U3. Okay, so where are you? What did you get for your trial exam for continuous writing? Okay. So, of course, all of us and all the teachers want their students to get good marks. Okay. If you are able to get a D and above, okay, because we are very happy already. All right. Okay. What are the important criteria in the essay? Okay. First of all, they want to see the language that you use. Okay. And then you need to know the sentence structures. Okay. The types of sentence structures that you can write. Okay, for example, simple sentences, compound sentences, complex sentences. Sometimes one word can give lots of meaning, right? Okay, and then they want to see the vocabulary. Okay, so vocabulary must be wide and also used with precision, all right? Okay, and then punctuations. Okay, we must be very careful with our punctuations, okay, especially those who like to use WhatsApp or email or telegram words that you always write to your friends. So please be careful that you cannot use that kind of spelling or punctuation marks, okay, in the SPM examination. Okay, for paragraph, we need a well-developed paragraph. Okay, so in essay writing, especially for continuous and also directed writing, you need to write in paragraphs. Okay, if you write only one paragraph, then that means it is not a well-developed paragraph or well-planned or no unity at all. Okay, so please also be very careful with your paragraphs. All right, and the first or the most important thing also is the relevancy, meaning whether you understand the task, you answer the task or not. Is it relevant to the question? Okay, so you have to be very careful here. Okay, and then you must also try to pull the reader's interest. Try to make them want to read. Keep on reading your essay. Okay. How can we approach continuous writing? Okay, first of all, we need to generate our ideas in paragraph. Okay, so please be sure that you write your paragraph. Therefore, you need the drafting. All right. So you need to use accurate vocabulary. Okay, and then please do not repeat the words that you are using. Okay, because there will be the examiners will mark it as repeated words and so on. Okay, and then you must use various sentence structures to get good mark. Okay, use correct grammar. Okay, please be sure of your tenses. Okay, whether it is in past tense or in present tense, and then your preposition, your articles, and so on. Okay, and then it must be relevant and also interesting. Okay, why do I keep on saying this? Because this will be looked into when the examiner mark your paper. Okay. Okay. Before we go further, I would like to give a few tips. Okay, to all the students here. Okay. First of all, you must read the question carefully. Okay, since you are given 5 questions, all right? Okay, I think by now you know your capability. You know which type of essay that you want to write, whether it is a narrative or descriptive or argumentative or reflective or factual. So, but please read all the questions first. Okay, take a few minutes, okay, to read the questions carefully. And then, okay, let's say you have picked one. Okay, understand the task. For Form 5 students, there are more than one or two, more than one task, okay? So you need to write 2 tasks sometimes, or 3. Okay, so please use your highlighter or underline the tasks that are given in the question. All right. And then you need to brainstorm the ideas, all right? After understanding the task, okay, you need to brainstorm your ideas for a while, okay? I think you can use maps such as bubble map or mind map to put your idea, okay? After that, you draft your points, okay? When writing your essay, okay, when you write your draft, okay, make sure, again, I am going to stress on the various sentence structures and also more than 2 paragraphs, okay? So actually we have introduction paragraph or introductory paragraph, and then content paragraph, at least three content paragraphs, and another one is concluding paragraph. So altogether, at least 5 paragraphs, okay? If you brainstorm ideas and you draft your points, okay, inshallah, you are able to write, okay, up to 350 words, okay? In your essay, use hooks or grabbers to grab the attention of your reader. Use adjectives, use adverbs, use show, not just tell. Okay, use dialogue. You can also use the description contrast. Okay, later on we will see. And then, as I mentioned before, the length of the essay must be 350 words. Are they going to count your essay? If we suspect that it is very short, then we will start counting. Okay, so make sure you write 1.5 pages, okay, in order to get 350 words. So what you can do is that you have how many paragraphs just now? At least 5 paragraphs, right? Introductory, 3 content paragraphs, and also 1 concluding paragraph. So you divide 350 words, okay? Or sometimes when you are writing, the idea will come to you and you will be able to write more. Okay, after that, after you have written your essay, I want you to give a few minutes, okay, to check your essay. Take a few minutes to check your essay, whether it is relevant or not. What about the language and grammatical errors? Sometimes when we read our what we have written for the second time, we will be able to find a few errors or many errors. So please check your essay, okay, and rectify the errors so that you will get more marks, okay? Why is relevancy important? Because if you write something that is not relevant to the question, you will not be given marks, okay? So it is a pity where you have spent so much time and you get 0, okay? If it is total irrelevancy. All right. And then why did I say to understand the task? Because if you do not answer, let's say we have 3 tasks and you answer only 1 task, so it is called what? It is not relevant also. You just have 1 part. The other 2 parts are not there. So you will not get marks. Let's say, oh, I am very sure that I've written very long and I think I will get, for example, C. But when you get your results, you will be disappointed because all the examiners will look at what you have written and they will find whether you answer the task or not. Okay. Okay, now let's look at the sample question, all right, for narrative and descriptive. Okay, in 2016, okay, there are 2 narrative questions. Okay, and one is reflective, more on reflective, right, about your plans for the next 3 months and the challenges you might face. Okay, I want you to look at the task. Okay, I want you to look at the task. Okay, for example, let's look at 2017 narrative number 1. Okay, write a story in which you had to keep a friend's secret. In your story, give details of the secret and explain why it was important to keep that secret. Okay, guys. How many tasks do you have here? Okay, so in the exam hall, please, you can use your pen or pencil to underline, or you can use the highlighter. Okay, so underline or highlight the task. Okay, the first task, write a story in which you had to keep a friend's secret. Okay, in your story, give details of the secret. So that is one of the tasks. You must write the secret in detail, right? And then explain why it was important to keep that secret. Another task. Okay? So in the 1 hour that you have to manage your time. Okay? After you have brainstormed the ideas, what kind of secret your friends have, write in detail, and then you must explain why it was important to keep that secret. Or for number 2, write a story of a small town girl who worked hard to become a successful chef. Okay, begin your story with, she had used the last of her saving to get to the cooking competition in the big city and ... Okay, so how many tasks? First, you must make sure that your story is about a small town girl who have worked hard to become a successful chef? Small town girl work hard to become, and then at the end, she is a successful chef. Okay? And then you must also start your essay with, she had used the last of her saving until and ... Okay, so you have to start your story with that. Okay, if you choose this question, you must follow what it wants. All right. Okay, now 2018. Okay, let's look at the descriptive essay. Question number 1. Describe a problem you once had while you were traveling. Okay, explain what you did to solve the problem and what you learned from the experience. Okay, guys. Okay, question number 1 just now. Describe a problem you once had while you were traveling. How many problems? A problem. One problem you once had while you were traveling. Okay, you travel to maybe another country. Okay, and then you had a problem. So you have to describe what kind of problem. Okay, that is your first task. Then explain what you did to solve the problem. So you have to write what you did to solve the problem. Okay, and the third task is what you learn from the experience. So you must make sure you have you are going, or you answer all the 3 tasks. All right. Okay. Next, imagine you went to a big sports event. So everybody, I think you must have gone to a big sports event before. All right. And especially to my students, the athletes in Sekolah Sukan Malaysia Terengganu, many of you have been to the international sports event. All right. So I think if you can answer this question, let's say you have this kind of question, all right, it is better because you have experienced this. So you can write better, right? So imagine you went to a big sports event. Okay. So what kind of sports event? You must be a big one, All right. And then describe what you saw. Okay. What did you see there? What happened and how you felt about it? So altogether, how many tasks? Altogether, how many tasks, guys? Yes, you must mention the big sports event, and then you must describe what you saw there, what happened there, and also your feelings. Okay? How you felt about it. All right. Okay. I hope that you understand up to now. Okay. Let's see how to make our story interesting or our writing interesting. First is to use hook. Okay, what is a hook? A hook is used to grab the interest of the reader, okay? And then we must also use adjective and adverbs in our essay. Okay, we can also use meaningful dialogue. Okay, we must use various sentence patterns. We can use show, not just tell, and element of contrast as well. All right. Okay. How do you hook your readers? Okay. Types of hook that you can use. You can start differently by using a question. Okay, for example, write about an unforgettable birthday that you have. Okay, so you can start with a question. What do you wish when you blow your birthday candles? Okay. Okay, my only wish would be to see my long lost brother. You can use onomatopoeia or the sound effect. Okay, up to you. Let's say what I've written here is beep, beep, beep. I look at my alarm clock. It was 6 a.m. and it was time to wake up. Okay. If you are not able to use complex sentences, okay, please use simple sentence as well as compound sentence. Okay. Dialogue. They are here. Mom yelled from downstairs. Come down, Amir. Father instructed from the porch. Okay, Mom, Dad, I am coming. I hollered from upstairs. So my example is based on the birthday party, right? Okay. Setting. The crystal clear blue water of the pool sparkle like millions of diamonds. Right? So we can see that the party must be near the pool, or you are going to have a birthday pool party. All right. Facts. Today I am officially how many days old? That means I am exactly 17 years old. Sorry that you are now 18 years old, right? Okay, you are very special because you take SPM when you are 18 years old. Okay, not like before. All right. Another type of hook is use humor. You can joke. For example, I don't know whether you understand my joke or not. I never wanted to believe that my dad was stealing from his job as a road worker. But when I got home, all the signs were there. So this is supposed to be humorous, okay? If you understand the humor in there. Okay, and then description of word picture. Okay, I peek out my glass window, watching the hot morning sunshine beating down on our empty driveway. Soon, it would be filled with cars arriving to my birthday pool party. Okay, you can add suspense in your essay. Suddenly, my heart was beating faster. It felt like it was going to explode. Who was that man? Okay. Hyperbole. In Bahasa Melayu, it's hyperbola, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. I will love you till China and Africa meet. Okay. The continent. All right. Metaphor. You can use metaphor, you can use simile, you can use personification. That will make your essay more interesting. Okay, metaphor. My heart is a place where I keep all our memories forever. Simile, my love for you is so deep, deeper than the Atlantic Ocean. What is the difference between simile and metaphor? Simile, we use like or as. Okay, we compare two things, we use like. Metaphor, we don't use like, but it's the same thing. We are comparing things. Okay, for example, simile. My mother is like a tiger. Metaphor, my mother is a tiger. Can you see the difference? All right. Okay, personification. If you are able to use personification in your essay, you are very good already. For example, I give you an example here. The morning dew greeted us as we reached the sleepy fishing village. Okay, the cloud is dancing in the sky. Or my heart screamed in anger. So what is personification? Personification is human quality given to non-living things. The morning dew greeted us. Okay? Human quality is given to morning dew. As we reach the sleepy fishing village. Another personification there. The cloud is dancing in the sky. Okay. My heart screamed in anger. Right? Okay, that are some of the example of the hook or grabbers that you can use. Okay, show, don't just tell. Example, you like to for example, you like to write, Wan Hanizah was angry. She started to yell. That is only tell. You must show how angry was Wan Hanizah. Okay. Example here, Brian was angry and he started to yell. So we have to show it so that the reader will be able to see, oh, Brian was very angry. From Brian pursed his lips and clenched his fist into tight balls. Try as he might, he could not contain himself. Within seconds, he erupted like a volcano. So can you see the difference? Yes, right. Okay, Brian was angry. How can I imagine the anger? Okay, you cannot say, oh, the examiner will understand what I've written. You have to show them. Okay, example number 2, Bailey was happy. So how happy was Bailey? So a gigantic grin spread across Bailey's face and her eyes lit up like the sky on the 4th of July. So this is taken from the United States. 4th of July is their Independence Day. All right. Okay. Okay, let's go to another one. He was petrified. What is the meaning of petrified? Okay, find in your dictionary, yeah? Okay, that is tell. He was petrified. That is tell. Okay, now how can you show this? Okay, from the face, his eyes were wide with fright and his mouth was open in horror. Oh, I can imagine that. His eyes were wide with fright and his mouth was open in horror. And then you can see the body. Okay, show the body language. His knees were shaking and he covered his face with his hands. Okay. The voice, he spoke slowly and his voice quivered. He could barely get out a few words. Okay? So, can you, okay, from one sentence, he was petrified. Many of us will write that. I was so frightened. That is the sentence, and then you continue with other sentence. Okay, but you have to, if you want to get more marks, okay, you have to show how afraid you are or you were. So you use the face, you use the body and the voice to show that you are petrified. Okay. Okay, this is a very good example. Aminah was very angry. So this is a tell. And then show it by action. All right. Show it by action. Okay. Grabbing a key, she stormed out, slamming the door closed. She jumped into her car, started the engine, and was set to leave. Use dialogue. I will never believe you again. She barked at him at the top of her lungs. And then the thoughts. I'm not going to allow him to treat me like a slave anymore. Okay, use sensory details. She was shaking like a leaf. The whole body quivered with an uncontrollable rage. Salty, warm tears streamed down her pale, soft cheeks, only stopping when they reached her swollen, dry lips. Her foot stomped onto the small accelerator, tires squealing, the sound of the tire, as she sped away, leaving an odor of burnt rubber lingering in the air. So from one sentence, you are able to write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 plus 1, so 9 sentences, just to show Aminah was very angry. So that is how you make your essay longer, all right? Okay. you, like I said before, use adjective and adverbs in your essay, okay, to make the story more interesting. All right. Example here, you can see, okay, my eyes are filled with tears as I look at a what photo. So use adjective to describe the photo. Okay. I think you can do this on your own. All right. Grammatically correct. Okay. When you write a story, it must be in the past. Okay, past tense. Use past tense. But for dialogue, use present tense. Okay. So the topic given to you is describe a day of shopping at a mall. Okay, girls, you like to go shopping, right? Even boys now also like to go shopping. Okay. Describe a day of shopping at a mall and explain what you did and how you felt about the day. So, how many tasks? 3, yeah? Remember? Describe a day of shopping at a mall. 1. Explain what you did. 2. And how you felt about the day. 3. Okay. Paragraph 1. Mother hurries my brother and me out of the house so that we can be the first to enter the complex when the doors to the shops open for business. So change the verb into simple past tense. You can do this on your own. We each brings along 3 green shopping bags. There are to be no more plastic bags after yesterday. So change the verb into simple past tense. Okay. So if you write like this, of course, the examiner will underline the present tense, and then of course your mark will be deducted. All right. Element of contrast, the storyline contrast. We dislike sad ending, right? Usually we want something to end with success or with happy ending. But sometimes we can write a contrast, begin with failure and end with success. Or we begin with happiness and with sadness. All right. So element of contrast. All right. And then various sentence patterns, long and short sentences. You can use one word. Sometimes one word can give thousands of meaning. Okay, it depends on how your essay is. All right. A simple sentence, complex sentence, or compound sentence. One is a compound sentence. I'm very sorry about the error there. It's compound sentence, complex sentence. All right. So one word, simple sentence, compound sentence, and complex sentence. Okay. Description contrast. Okay. Feeling stressful on a beautiful day. Okay. Look at the sample. As I exited the car, the sunshine met my tanned skin, breaking through the bitter chill of my body. The morning was very breathtaking, but I felt like there was a heavy boulder on my shoulder. It was my report card day, and my dad was the one coming to get it. So you felt stressful on a beautiful day, right? So this is a good one. Okay. And guys, if you are stuck with no ideas during the examination, make sure you ask yourself the 5W and 1H questions. All right. Ask what is it about? When, where, who, why, how? By asking these questions, guys, you are going to be able to answer the question as well as to make your essay longer. All right? Okay. And don't repeat the words that you use in your essay. Okay, we have synonym, right? For example, amazing. You can use incredible, unbelievable, fabulous, wonderful, fantastic, and so on. Anger. Okay. The word angry, answer. We have all this. in, of course, all of you have smartphone. You can find in your Google. If you do not have a phone with you for the hostelites, for the hostel students, you can use dictionary or thesaurus. Okay. I hope you like to open and read your dictionary, because not all of us are walking dictionary. Okay. So you have to use that. Okay. Okay. So when you write a story, don't have too many characters in your story. Main character only two, character A and character B, and then you must also have conflict, and then ending a change to a better person, maybe. All right. So a good essay must also have lesson learned, maybe sometimes turning points in the story, and change from negative to positive or from bad to good. Okay. So this one is also a good story must have not so many characters, because sometimes, if you have too many characters, you will not be able to write about them. So please have only two characters, so that you can write better, and then write about a conflict between them, and then end something good coming from the story. All right. Okay, let's look at the first sample question and draft. Okay. Begin your essay with, I could see dark clouds forming in the sky. ... Write about a boy who regretted what he had done. So let's say this is your question. Okay, begin your essay with, I could see dark clouds forming in the sky. So you should start your essay with that. Then write about a boy. So the gender is already given. A boy. All right. Who regretted what he had done. Okay. If possible, please remember it is already given a boy. So it must be a boy. All right. So I am going to do to plan the plot. Okay. I am going to brainstorm the ideas. Follow the tips that I gave just now. So I'm going to plan my plot. So okay, I'm going to write about a poor boy, and then he had rich friends. All the friends had handphone, and then he also wanted to buy a handphone, and so the climax is he stole his mother's money. And then suddenly the grandfather was sick, and they had no more money to send grandfather to a good hospital. He regretted stealing his mom's money, and at the end he sold back the handphone. So that is my plot, my draft. Okay. Then what can you do? Okay. So write your plot, or you in the examination hall. I don't think that you have this time, so enough with the drafting just now. Okay. Then after writing the plot, okay, I have 78 words there. Okay. I want to write more. So what can I do? I ask myself all the WH question. For example, I could see dark clouds forming in the sky. When did you see the clouds? When I was walking from school. Why did you walk? I did not have a bicycle because I was a poor boy. Okay. And then ask question. Why was he poor? Why were they rich? what kind of handphone that the friends had. Okay, some had Samsung, some had Apple, some had Huawei. Okay, why did you want to buy a handphone? Because I want to be like them. I want to be their, to be in the group. Okay, so and then if you rewrite the whole essay after you have and 34 words. Okay, I could see dark clouds forming in the sky when I was walking from school. I walked because I did not have a bicycle, any bicycle. I was a poor boy. My father died when I was a little. My father died when I was little. Okay. However, I had many friends in school. Their fathers were businessmen, and all my friends had handphones. Some of them had Samsung and some had Apple. So I wanted to buy a handphone too because I wanted to be like them. Therefore, one day I stole my mother's money to buy it. I took RM400 from her purse when she was busy cooking in the kitchen. Okay? So you rewrite the whole essay and include the answers. Okay, you get 234 words. Add feelings because the question asked just now, he regretted. So you must show feelings. So I miss him very much. I was jealous, started to panic, very worried, extremely thankful. I felt relieved because my mother forgave me and so on. The sentences are in purple color. So I add feelings. And then lastly, I write dialogues. Okay. Lastly, I write dialogues. Okay. So after I've inserted the dialogues, okay, and then my writing reached 350 words. So the length of my essay is 350 words. All right. But it looked very short here, right? In the slide, very short, but it's actually 362 words. Okay, guys. So what can you do? Answer WH question. First, plan the plot. Okay, right? Brainstorm the ideas by planning the plot, and then you draft your essay. Okay, by answering WH question, and then you add feelings, and then you add dialogues. All right, and I am very sure that you will be able to write up to 50 words. Okay? Okay, let's look at the second sample. Okay, second sample, what I always tell my students, okay, I like four square writing model. All right, why did I say that? Because if you really follow the four square writing model, you will be able to answer all the tasks and you will not run away from the question, okay? And it will be very relevant to the question that you have chosen. Okay, so the first one is introductory paragraph. What should be in the introductory paragraph? It should be a thesis statement about what you are going to write. Okay, look at your question again. Okay, so introductory paragraph, you don't need to write very long, maybe up to 30 words, okay, for introductory paragraph. And then paragraph number 2, after the introduction, you must have linkers, okay? And then content number 1, elaborate your content and then add feelings to it, okay? If you want to add dialogues, okay. And then And then content number 2, you need to elaborate and also add feelings there. So let's say the question asks you to, for 3 tasks, for example, just now, write about a boy who regretted his what he had done. Okay, so you add everything, and then linkers for the next paragraph, content number 3, the elaboration, and also the feelings. After that, conclusion. So how many paragraphs do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so you will be able to write, guys. And if you are stuck anywhere, use all the WH question. Add dialogues, add feelings. Inshallah, you will be able to write 350 words. Okay. The question is, write about your unforgettable birthday and how you felt about it. Okay. So I am going to, so I've given, let's say, this is a 4-square writing model. Okay, the most unforgettable birthday was ... Firstly, next, I'm following the what I've written just now in the previous slide, the linkers, okay, the feeling and so on, the elaboration, okay, and then the conclusion. So task, describe your unforgettable birthday by using the verbs, the action, vocabulary. Okay, why was it unforgettable? And then the next one is, the next task is your feelings, how you felt about it. Feelings must be there. Okay, so let's look at it. Okay, the most unforgettable birthday for me was when I reached 17 years old. Why did I say that? Let me tell you about it. 25 words. Okay, very simple, but it's there, right? You are answering the question, part of the question, all right? Okay, let's look at this. Okay, first and foremost, my mom asked me what kind of celebration I wanted for my 17th birthday. I couldn't believe my ears when my tigress mother asked me that. Okay, since she asked me that question, I told her I wanted a pool party whereby all the guests would come wearing the proper attire for a pool party. Okay, so you shouldn't repeat pool party. Maybe you can rewrite it. Okay, I also dream for lots of colorful and different shapes balloons. And my last wish was for my parents to invite my long lost brother to come to my birthday. I miss him so much. Can you see? Okay, can you see the feeling there? Can you see the feeling there? Can you see the feeling there? Okay, can you? I think you can see this one, right? So I'm going to choose. Okay. So where is the feeling? I miss him so much. The feeling is already there. Okay. I couldn't believe my ears. Can this be a feeling? Can this be a feeling? I couldn't believe my ears. Is it true? My mom asked that, right? Okay. Okay. Can we go to the next one? Okay. The next day, my parents called all my siblings to attend a meeting at a house pool, our house pool. Of course, my long-lost brother and I were not invited. Then all preparations were on the way. I noticed all my family members were very busy doing their given chores. Okay, next. On the day of my birthday, I woke up after hearing my mom screaming, "Sol, wake up! The guests are coming. Don't forget your swimming suits." "Yes, Mom, I am coming." I hollered loudly from my room. I tried peeping from my window and I could see rows of cars on the paveway. The honking sound of the cars made it very happening. And the view made me very happy. Without wasting any time, I put on my new swimwear and went down to welcome all my guests. See, you have you describe why is it unforgettable. Okay, we can see that. Okay, when the examiner read, oh, okay, so your wish come true. You are going to have your pool party and looking at the honking sound, okay, listening to the honking sound made you very happy, made it very happening. And then you have feelings there, happy, okay. I put on my new swimwear and went down to welcome all my guests. Okay, you cannot wait to see what is coming. All right. My guests, who consisted of my friends, relatives, neighbors, and some of my siblings, as well as my parents' friends, brought a gift each. My gorgeous sister took them and put them on the table near the pool. I felt like in the seventh heaven, looking at all the presents. Happy feeling. Again, I went to welcome all my guests and talk to them. The most unbelievable fact was that all of them were wearing swimming suits and the pool was full of various colorful shaped balloons. There were also floats everywhere. The weather was nice and I could see the cloud dancing in the sky. Again, I felt like I was in cloud nine. I felt grateful to my parents for preparing me such a grand birthday party. Then I saw a man talking to my mom and dad. I saw my parents hugging him, and my mom was crying so hard. I could also see dad wiping his tears as well. Who was that strange man? So you can see the unforgettable, okay? The description of why is it unforgettable. The father crying, mother crying, hugging a strange man, okay? And the setting of the pool with all the balloons and all the floats, the gifts, all right? The feeling is there, happy, and then suddenly very curious, right? Okay. Who was that? I asked my second brother, Ali. Ali looked at that man and was running fast towards him. Ali also hugged that man and cried loudly. Everything seemed to stop at that moment. I tried to recall the face when all of a sudden Ali shouted, "Omar, it is Omar." The shout caused all my other siblings and relatives repeated the same act, just like my parents and Ali. The strange man then looked at me. "So, don't you remember me? I am Omar, your long-lost brother, aka your big brother that you want to invite to your party." My jaw dropped. Apparently, my father had put an advertisement and Omar's picture in the newspaper as a wanted man for my birthday. Seeing his picture in the paper, Omar contacted my father and they met a few days ago. Omar was involved in a bad accident and had amnesia. His wife's family adopted him. I walked slowly towards him and we hugged each other. Everyone in the pool and party clapped their hands. Omar introduced us to his new family, his wife and cute daughter. My family was so elated and thankful to God. In fact, it was one of the joyous moments for my family. So the last one is mom, dad. Thank you for the best and unforgettable birthday ever. So the number of words for the paragraph, for each paragraph, I've written the number of words, right? Okay. And then you can add the number of words. So it is more than 400 words, I think. Okay. So you are answering the task, answering the question. Why is it unforgettable? You have to, okay, so, oh, because of this. Yes, 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 you have this, you have this. All right. And you have feelings there. I think in every, except for the introduction, you have feelings. You have written the feelings there. All right. Okay. So, okay, we have from Adilia Natasha. What does hollered means? It is a synonym for screaming, for yelling. All right, Adilia Natasha. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to give you 3 questions. All right, for narrative and descriptive. Let's say, let's look at the question. Okay, write a narrative. Write a story about a teenager who had to deal with a problem with friends at school. Explain what the problem was and how she managed to overcome it. End your story with, and I have learned from my experience. So please read the question. Okay, after this, I'm going to ask you how many tasks you have in this question. Second is descriptive. Describe the first time you face a major failure. Maybe as a person or maybe as a student. Write about the failure and how you overcame it. Okay. Number 2, you recently went to a food festival. Describe what you saw and how you felt on that day. Okay. So there are okay. I'm giving you 3 questions and I'm going to write there. Okay, in the next. Okay, question 1. Okay, write a story about a teenager who had to deal with a problem with friends at school, and then explain what the problem was and how she managed to overcome it. And end your story with ... and I have learned from my experience. So how many tasks? Okay. Okay, the first one is write a story about a teenager who had to deal with a problem with friends at school. So that is your first task, Task number 1. Okay. Then you have to explain what the problem was. So that is task number 2. All right. So that is task number 2. All right. Okay. Number 3 is how she managed to overcome it. So this is number 3. Okay. And number 4 is you must end your story with this. And I have learned from my experience. So that is number 4. Okay. First one is write a story about a teenager who had to deal with a problem with friends at school. Then you have to explain what the problem was and how she managed to overcome it. End your story with I have learned from my experience. So when you write this story, when you write this narrative question, you must have all that four. What will happen if you don't have four? You have only three or you have only one? We will try to find, okay, we will try to help you and try to find where you write. Okay, so, in Bahasa Melayu, tersirat, isi tersirat. Okay, so if you can, if the content is not eh? Right? Brainstorm the ideas. What kind of problem with friends at school? Usually, what kind of problem do you have at school with friends, guys? Jealousy. Right. Okay. Explain what the problem was in detail. Explain. Then how she managed to overcome it. All right. Okay, let's go to the next one. Okay. I want to choose another color of pen. Okay. Let's see, I am going to take this one. Okay, describe the first time you face a major failure. So we are going to describe major failure. So that is number 1. Okay. Okay. Number 2, write about the failure. And then number 3, how you overcame it. Okay. So this is number 2. This is number 3. Can you see this? Okay. Describe the first time you face a major failure. So when? Have you ever faced a major failure? In your lifetime as a student, maybe during UPSR, you want to get 6 A's, but you get only 3, for example. You can consider that as a major failure. Another major failure for students is what? You have a crush, but that person ignore you, maybe. You consider it as a major failure. Major failure, maybe your parents have high hope for you, but you are not able to live up to the expectation, so you consider it as a major failure. Okay, it can be like that. Write about the failure. Okay, write about the failure. So all this need draft, the brainstorm of ideas, guys. Okay, and how you overcame it, how you solve it. So from bad to good, right? From failure to success, correct? This story? Okay. So 3 tasks. All right. Okay, now let's go to the next one, the third one. Okay, I'm going to choose yellow first. You recently went to a food festival. Okay, describe what you saw and how you felt on that day. Okay. And then I'm going to choose this one. So this is number 1, number 2, and task number 3. All right. Task number 1 is food. So this is your plan, your draft. Okay. Number 2, what you saw. Okay, crowd of people. Okay, family outing, food truck, vendors, hawkers, and so on. Then how you felt on that day, feelings. Okay, feelings. Okay, if you follow the 4 square writing model, okay, all right, you can add the feeling, the description, and so on in each paragraph. Okay. So, okay, Terengganu Food Festival. Okay, recently, after the last PKP or MCO, okay, the what? What is MCO? What is MCO, guys? What is PKP in English? Movement Control Order, right? Okay. We went to Terengganu Food Festival near Miami Beach in Seberang Taki, for example. Okay. It was so amazing. Okay. I saw blah, 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 and so on. All right. So when the examiner read your paper, they will want to see the description of what you see or what you saw there, and also maybe you can add what you did there. Okay. So in a food festival, what must you have? Okay. My mother was so happy seeing Gordon Ramsay there. Okay, the chef, the world chef there. All right. But my father preferred to go to Chef Wan's kiosk. Okay. So you have famous chef, you have food, you have recipe. So food festival. And then you have competition, cooking competition. You have a promotion of Thermomix, maybe, or what do you call it? Nokza cooking, right? Promotion of what do you call it? Air fryer. So it can be considered because this is about food festival. Okay, the ambassador of Thermomix. Give lah the artist name Sheila Rosely ke, okay, because she is also a good chef. Okay, and then how you felt on that day? I was able to try my grandmother's recipe in the Maggi competition. Okay, I felt very happy because I could remember all the ingredients that my grandmother put. Okay, and the judges were also when when the judges tasted my food, they praise me. What did you put? Or they ask me, what did you put in there? If it tasted so good. Okay, so dialogue and so on. So please bear in mind and use all the hooks that we have learned before. Show, not just tell. Okay, and so on. Okay, do you have any question? Yeah, again, Adelia, Natasha, I joined the cooking competition and won. They even offered to serve my recipe in their restaurant. Very good. Chef Johnny, yes. Of course, we need money to buy food at the festival. Yeah, good question, Putra Danish. Who need Gordon Ramsay? But the punctuation mark is not correct for T and R there. My mom, after question mark, M must be capital letter. My mom is already a good chef. Yes, very good. The rendang wasn't crispy enough. Yes, you still remember the cooking competition in one of the countries that the judges commented about the recipe of the rendang. Very good, Aiman Haikal. Okay. Yeah, you get a standing ovation, Encik Rahsia. Okay. Should we explain what the traditional food in English if we write something like nasi lemak? No, because nasi lemak is known throughout the world. Okay. No need, Mr. Kek Wang. Okay. Nur Batrisha, rendang crispy. Yes, there was one event where Malaysian chef was commented about the rendang. The one of the judges said our rendang is not crispy, so it has become a news in the newspaper for quite a few days. Okay. Do you have any question that you want to ask? Welcome, Mr. Kit Wang. Anything else? Do you have any question, guys? I hope I have helped you to get some ideas on what to write and what to follow or what to do during the exam, because in the exam hall we are fighting against time. So please manage your time carefully, guys, because you have two questions to answer. One is directed writing, another one is continuous writing. For directed writing, don't spend so much time until you take the time for your continuous writing, because for your continuous writing, 50 marks. If you just write a few paragraphs, not up to the length of the what have been asked to you, you will not get good marks, and it will pull down your English language marks. Okay, so please bear in mind, manage your time carefully. Follow the time given on your question paper. 45 minutes for directed writing and 1 hour for continuous writing. And also give 5 minutes or 10 minutes for yourself to check your errors for both question, directed writing as well as continuous writing. Okay? Day in, day out ask, can we memorize a storyline so we can do CW easily? I don't advise memorizing, okay? Because examiner will know whether you memorize or not. They will look at your DW language mark, and let's say you get good marks for your CW, and suddenly when they check your DW, you get a low mark, okay, maybe 2 band differences, all right, they will, your paper will be read by 2 or 3 examiners, and then, okay, it will be given, or it will be pulled down to the language mark for the DW. Yeah. So please try not to memorize. Encik Rasya said the only way to improve your essay is read more essays. Yes. Read your newspaper. Or write essay and give to your teacher. Your teachers will love it. Will love you if you give them essay after essays and so on. Include idioms and proverbs, but don't overdo it, Alina Senpai. Okay. Include idioms and proverbs, yes, but don't overdo it. All right. Okay. Putra Danish said maybe I should read more model essay to improve my essay. True, right? Yes, but you should also write more essays. Try to improve it. Give to your teacher to correct it, and then improve it again. Give back to your teacher. Improve again. Give back to your teacher, because I have this one student now. She graduated with a TESOL, what do you call it, TESOL degree from UNICEF with good CGPA. She did that. She write essay and then she gave it to me. I mark, and then I give back to her, and then she rectify her errors and gave it back to me. And she every week she will give me at least 3 essays. Okay. Teacher, if we are writing a past tense essay, but when it comes to describe a person, yeah, you can use if it is still there, you can use the present tense. Dialogue is in present tense. Okay. Encik Rasya said directed writing first because it will make you relax to write CW. It depends on the student, Encik Rasya. Maybe for you, directed writing should be written first. Yeah, because it's easy. You have all the points, right? I will also ask my students to do that, because if you do continuous writing first, you may end up have very little time for your DW, and you lose mark because you don't have the content. Usually nowadays, you are given all the content points, or maybe 3 or 4 points that you have to use your own ideas and so on. But yeah, that's thank you, Encik Rasya. Can we write a sentence with lesser than 10 words? Yes, Ayuni. Alina Senpai, teacher, will you be going live again anytime soon? Alina, I don't think so, because you have only a few more days before your SPM, right? I pray that all of you in this live chat get good flying color results for your English as well as your SPM, inshallah. At least how many dialogues you need to write in one essay? Up to you, Jubilee Lau. Okay. Yes, teacher, vandalize as well. Is it vandalize or vandalize? Okay, one is the American spelling, one is the British spelling. So you please do not mix British and American. Once you are using American, use American throughout. If you use British throughout. All right, guys. again. Okay. Thank you. You are welcome. Can we put more than one metaphor or only just one? Of course, you can. Yes, more than one metaphor, by all means, but not, of course, not in the. Don't overdo. Yeah, don't overdo. Qayyim. All right. Any more questions, guys? Which one to use, British or American? If you use American throughout, Putra. If you use British throughout. Don't mix, okay? Okay, tips for paper 2, you can look at Didik TV. I think that's all for today. Okay, strive for the best. Where there is a will, there is a way. I hope and I pray that all of you will get flying color results in English as well as other subjects in your SPM 2020 that will start on the 22nd of February. Okay. To Muhammad Luqman bin Omar Baki from SMKA Datuk Haji Abbas, good luck. To all the students that are in the live chat, good luck to all of you. Thank you, Fatin Asila. Thank you for sharing, teacher. May the knowledge you shared will benefit all of the students here tonight. Inshallah, yes. I hope so. Thank you, everybody. I love you. Bye.
Okey, Alhamdulillah. Okey, kita telah bersiaran selama 1 jam 40 minit. Okey, terima kasih saya ucapkan kepada Teacher Wan okey, di atas perkongsian pada malam ini. Okey, saya harap dapat dimanfaatkan oleh semua pelajar yang saya rasa masih bersemangat lagi tu. Ada yang nak nak minta teacher live lagi tapi memandangkan masa yang yang telah suntuk lah untuk SPM kan. Jadi saya doakan, saya nak ambil kesempatan ini untuk mendoakan semua anak-anak pelajar calon SPM 2020 yang penuh cabaran ya. Dari bulan 12 dipospon sehinggalah akhirnya SPM tiba pada 22 Februari insyaAllah. Okay, jadi good luck untuk semua. Terima kasih sekali lagi kepada Teacher Wan, kepada pihak PPD Kuala Nerus di atas jalinan kerjasama untuk program MSU SMART. Semua SMART lah, SMART dari fizik, biologi, matematik tambahan dan this is last SMART. Okay. Jadi saya ingin mengucapkan good luck dan juga maaf jika ada kekurangan dari pihak Management and Science University sepanjang kami menjalankan program SMART ni. Okey, sehingga berjumpa lagi untuk program-program akan datang, insyaAllah. Anda sebagai lepasan SPM nanti mungkin boleh join program khusus jangka pendek ataupun short course dari MSU College Terengganu ataupun dari MSU Malaysia sendirilah. Kalau sementara menunggu result keluar kan, mungkin boleh buat sesuatu yang bermanfaat untuk masa depan anda. Okey, terima kasih. Sehingga jumpa lagi. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.